They took their shirt off and had another shirt under it.
That was probably one of the highlights of some of the press that we've done. KPop Demon Hunters has gone from being a trend to a whole movement.
Good morning, Screen Rant, and welcome to Coffee Chats. I'm here enjoying my morning brew with Arden and May from KPop Demon Hunters. Guys, thanks so much for taking the time to chat today.
Hello, thanks for having us.
We built our own little cafe here at Netflix HQ.
I love it.
I love this. We have 2 iced Americanos. Arden, I mirrored your order.
Ooh, I like that.
As someone who grew up in New England, I drank a lot of cold brew, and even if it's 0 degrees outside, I flock to iced beverages. May, you have a cappuccino.
Yes.
Why cappuccino?
I wanted a warm drink. It's just on some TCM stuff. Just didn't want to drink anything cold right now.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And Arden, do you just flock to iced beverages?
Yeah, well, so in the morning, I actually like a hot Americano, and this is my 3rd cup of coffee today. So by the 2nd and 3rd, it's always an iced Americano, but always just black Americano, and then black iced Americano.
Busy days. Well, I don't want to wait any longer, but before we sip our coffees, we have a rule here on Coffee Chats. Phone sips first.
Let's go.
Got to use my arms for this one.
Oh.
Amazing. All right, here we go.
Man.
I love a good iced Americano.
First sip synopsis. What do you guys got for me? What sticks out? I was going to say this off the top of my head, a bit bitter, but that's how I like my coffee.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's actually perfectly smooth. It doesn't have a bitter kick for me. So I
Interesting.
must drink it a little bit stronger than you.
Maybe.
But this is kind of perfect
maybe.
for me. This is like my perfect 2nd, 3rd cup.
It is bitter a little, but in like a nice medicinal way.
Medicinal.
I like
We have
that though.
never got medicinal on
Yeah.
Coffee Chats
I
before.
mean, coffee's medicine.
It is. It is.
And it's warm. How I want it to feel. Yeah. Warming.
Warming. You guys are no strangers to being here. You were here in August.
We were.
This visual aid does
Oh,
not
yes.
do it justice.
I know, it doesn't. It was
These
crazy.
are our K-pop Demon Hunters lighting up the Empire State Building, but we'll edit this in post-production. It was not just stationary lights like your typical ESB takeover. No, you guys had this timed to golden.
So crazy.
It
Was that just insane to experience?
Yeah, I can't believe,
It was really such a special moment. I remember being on the flight back and watching like the YouTube clip of it when it like officially came out and just bawling, like texting the girls. And you know, we have 3 of the 6. I feel like I wish, I mean, girls busy and booked, it's good, but it's like, it would have been such a cool moment to have all 6 of us. And I'm sure we're going to have some of those moments, but it was really, really special. And just to see, again, such a big moment celebrating the movie. It was really special. I remember running around the street. We were literally I was with my friends running around the streets of New York, trying to time it for like knowing what time the light show was going on.
right.
It was really cool.
I'm having this moment right now where if it was all 6 of us and we were on the 103rd, like we were
my
on the spire, right?
Yeah.
Essentially. If it was all 6 of us, do you think we could all hold hands like this, be against it, and then make a
I
perfect
feel like
ring?
we're gonna have to try it.
Like, what is the circumference of that? Yeah.
Let's manifest it happening, and I want to try it.
I was not here when I was back home in Massachusetts when the Golden Light Show happened. So I need it to happen a second time so I
Yes.
can actually get to experience it. This film came out in June. That light show happens in August. The re-release, or the first release in theaters, I should say, the sing-along screenings, where you guys were packing theaters, the highest gross for a Netflix film opening weekend ever, like records every single time. But when it first came out in June, did you guys feel this popularity? When did it first set in for you guys that you had created what would become the most watched movie ever on Netflix?
I'm still processing. It has been a slow build, but just very meta. Like it really is just up. The numbers. It's fascinating. I saw someone online likening it to like the growth of Titanic. Like it's the same chart or something where it's like the viewership is increasing. And then I don't know. Anyway, I'm fascinated by the reception.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arden, do you have like any personal anecdotes? Do you ever catch anyone like watching Golden on their phone, just walking around town?
Oh, always. I mean, I say, especially in New York, I feel like you hear the music.
The bikers.
Right.
I don't know what they're called, but it's the guys who are on the bicycles, and then they have the two people sit in the back.
Well,
Golden and the Bruno Mars APT. It's that, and then
with Rosé, yes. Yeah.
Wow.
Like, every single time walking in the streets, I hear Golden.
There's something happening where I have not had a chance to hear it in public or in a grocery store or anywhere. I think it's
Oh
like,
my goodness.
and everyone tells me that they hear it everywhere, and I haven't.
Well, it's crazy because every restaurant I go to, every cafe, they'll like play it, and it's really adorable. Like even I was filming a movie in Seattle, and more than half the places we would visit, they would start playing it, and then like the staff would come in and they'd say hello, and it's so sweet. And I think for me, one of the biggest things was right after the movie came out, I was actually in Korea and Malaysia and over in Asia, and it was just so cool to see like the overwhelming amount of support and joy and talk about the movie and all the chatter and excitement. And I had a lot of press planned for some other stuff, but then all of it then becoming about K-Pop Demon Hunters and just being so excited because I love animation, and to be a part of an animation like this is really something so special. I feel like we can't even capture it in words, what it feels like. But then again, like you said, this came out in June and we're in October and we are celebrating and talking about it like this just premiered. And again, this doesn't happen often in Hollywood. I don't really think it happens.
Yeah, is it weird to call it like a cult classic? And I say this only because cult classics typically take years to process. But with the instantaneousness of streaming, we have the luxury of like, you gotta check this out, even though it came out a month ago. And now here we are accelerating the process. And what I wanted to talk about too was those sing-along screenings. I already showed the aid, but like still, oh my God, look at that theater. Packed.
It's so special.
And this again doesn't capture what is happening in a still image because people were singing along. You only ever get that for like the Taylor Swift concert movies. It's that and K-Pop Demon Hunters.
Well, and to have all these kids knowing all our dialogue, every word of the music. I mean, May was saying they don't even need the subtitles or the lyrics on the screen.
Did you guys go to a sing-along screening?
Oh, definitely. That was probably one of the highlights of some of the press that we've done is getting to sit there and listen to everyone's voices. And then the whole ending scene of what it sounds like, basically being in real life, right? Like that stadium feels real. When you're sitting in that theater filled with all these voices, oh man. I feel like that's gonna be a memory that's sort of like in a capsule forever that I will keep.
Imagining like a 3D. Like, that'd be crazy.
If we could get K-Pop Demon Hunters in like 4DX or playing at the Sphere.
Yeah.
That would
Oh
be
my goodness,
Sphere.
and the Sphere would be wild.
Especially the third act. Like
I mean, or even the opening.
The
like
opening.
jumping out of the plane.
Yeah.
Come on. Like
everything.
I will never get over just the opening sequence in the animation of the girls coming out of that plane and just flying on into the stadium. That's something that really animation is so cool.
Yeah, when did you guys record your lines? How long ago was it?
February 2024 is when we started.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because whenever I talk to anyone who works in animation, it's always like, yeah, we were in the booth and then they did all the animation in post-production effectively. And you don't know what it's gonna look like until it all comes together.
Yeah.
So when did you get your first taste of what your lines would sound like merging with your counterparts who were singing for you guys?
When did we see this? Is the screener the first time you really saw it all?
Yeah, the screener is
think
the
that
first
was
time
when-
I saw it with all the music
Yeah.
and all our vocalists. I'm trying to remember when I started
May?
recording. I don't think I started
Of
in
this year.
February. I think I
Yeah,
started
I
a
think I
little
only saw it
earlier
then.
Wow.
because
I think so.
Because you're not getting like dailies, you know?
No,
Like this
that's why
is
I
a
cried.
complete- yeah, it's a complete like unknown of a process.
Yeah, it was crazy. I cried and I was like, what? Crying. I'm literally in it. I know the whole story, but I had never seen it all come together like that. So it was such a surprise. I think that really was when I was like, oh, this is gonna be something, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, and you both continue to get so involved in different elements of it. Arden specifically, I'm referencing your cover of Free on YouTube right now.
Thank
I believe
you.
well over 6 million views.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was pretty
When did you
crazy.
record this? When did this come together?
So that was really fun too because, you know, when the movie first came out, I think maybe like a week after or so, a lot of my friends in Korea were like, oh, I mean, Unu in particular was like, Duna, I saw your movie, like it's so fun. And I was planning a trip to Korea anyways for some other stuff. And then I had a couple like dance collabs prepared with like, you know, a couple of the K-pop idol groups. And then Unu was like, let's do a cover. And I was like, oh my God, I would be honored. But I mean, Unu's like huge. And I was like, are you sure you want to do a cover with me? And I was a bit like embarrassed, but I think it was really nice to feel the support and feel the love for it. And like, I'm so thankful because like him and his team just like put it all together. And it was the last cover he did before going to the army. And I feel really thankful that he made time to do it because it was in the midst of like multiple music videos, like fan meetings and other things that he had in his schedule. And we filmed or recorded it not too long after the movie came out. And then we sort of held on to it to release it right before he left for the army. And so it was like kind of the last little gift for the fans. And I think it's been so fun. And again, so thankful for him and his team. And, you know, we get that stamp of approval from all these idols being like, we love the movie. You know, I think that's always a big fear when you have anything that is showing like a job. You know, like I think like medical shows, doctors are never happy. You know, like legal shows, lawyers are never happy. Cop shows, same thing, right? Everyone's always like, they didn't get it right. But for some reason, I mean, I feel like a lot of the idols seem to like K-pop Demon Hunters.
All the idols are like, oh my God, their apartment is banging.
Yeah, they're like that
oh
closet.
my God.
Those
closet to
costume
walk in.
changes. Or like,
Yeah.
I mean, again, and I think, but I feel like we have to give credit to our directors and the animators and the artists for really capturing the beauty of that world, right? And like elevating it. And everything from the fandom, the light sticks, the mannerism, all of it. I mean, it's
The fans who are crying, we love you.
Oh, the tattoos!
We love you.
Oh my
It's
God,
so
the
good.
tattoo.
And even like how they switch from like Saja Boys to back to HUNTRIX. Like, I love
Someone
that.
did that recently at a convention. They took their shirt off and had another shirt under it. And it was a HUNTRIX shirt.
I love
And I
it.
was like, next time you need to cut the top one and Velcro it so you can
Rip it
really tear it
off.
off.
Do you guys listen to the music as often as the fans?
Always,
Because
always.
it's hilarious. My introduction to K-pop Demon Hunters was Golden. I did
Oh,
not
nice.
catch it when it first came out. And then when I go and watch the movie, I'm like, I've now added Your Idol, I've added Free, I've added, what's the other one? Oh, Soda Pop.
Yeah.
Soda Pop's so good. Like it's
I love
opened
it.
up my eyes to the K-pop genre as a whole.
Yeah.
Are you guys feeling that with the fans too?
Yeah.
Well, I think the really fun thing is a lot of people saying, oh, I didn't like K-pop, or I didn't really know K-pop, but now I do. And I'm like, sometimes you just need a really nice intro or like an opening, you know? Like,
Yeah.
it's just good music. And I think with our soundtrack, something that I've noticed is because it's so well written with the story in the movie, it makes people emotionally so connected to the songs, right? Because every lyric, every word is so intentional and it tells the story. And so I feel like when we listen to the words, I see the movie. When we see the movie, you hear the songs and it's like, it's just this beautiful connection.
So beautiful. All the fans resonated with it. I referenced it earlier, but I still got to show that last visual. The most watched movie ever on Netflix, past Red Notice a couple of months ago. The fans want a sequel.
I mean,
And I know conversations are happening. And I also heard too, your director said, monitoring some fan theories. Some fan theories might be inspiration for sequel storylines.
Wow.
we love that.
That
Yeah.
interactiveness of
Go
like,
pitch the theories.
by the people for the people. It's really, really special.
That's so
Yeah.
cool.
I mean, we all want a sequel. I think everyone does. I think at this point, it's like K-pop Demon Hunters has gone from being a trend to a whole movement.
Guys, this has been so much fun. I feel like we could talk about K-pop Demon
I know,
Hunters
we really-
all day.
Yes,
And
all day.
I'm sure we could drink a lot more coffee, and I'm sure you guys are both gonna have a couple more coffees before today's over. Like,
Definitely.
you got a busy press tour ahead, because I got a feeling we're gonna be talking about this movie in January when nominations come out.
We'll be here,
I
and
feel
we're
like-
ready to chat.
I feel like it's gonna happen. But before then, like I said, I'm sure you're gonna have many more coffees, talk with many more people. We do a little segment called Desert Island Drinks. Your dream companion, location, and beverage. Who you with? Where are you? And what are you drinking?
I'm gonna say it's been such a crazy, crazy year for me, and I haven't really had a moment to sit. So I'm gonna say I want to be in Italy, drinking coffee with my fiance, and just have a nice, quiet morning. Because I feel like it's just been like go, go, go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so nice. And yeah, you deserve that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I hope we get to do that soon.
Me too. I think the movie has really brought up a lot, because the movie starts out with like all of this sort of history. Granted, it doesn't really specifically go into it being Korean, but I mean, lost both my grandmothers a couple of years ago, but I had so many questions left, and I'm sad that I don't get to ask more of those questions, and so I think that would be really cool if I could just have more time with them and tea. Yeah.
That's so beautiful.
Yeah.
I'll say my Uncle Tommy, back home in Cork, Ireland, and we'll have a pint of Guinness. It's been a minute since I've caught up with my Irish family. It's been 5 years now. And if we're going the sentimental route, I feel like that's the direction I gotta go. Guys, thank you so much for chatting with me. K-Pop Demon Hunters is streaming now on Netflix. If you're one of the 3 people who hasn't seen it already, I encourage you, get some friends around, have some coffees, and sing your little hearts out, because you'll be bumping this playlist all winter long, up until Christmas, up until Oscar nominations come out. Arden and May, thanks so much for taking the time to chat today.
Thank you for having us.